Let's get the last hit. Storm will jump it, turns him into a pig. Trying to run out, silenced. There goes the Weaver wave. Tinker again faking on the TP.
Excellent play by Tinker.
Great play by Weaver as well, sticking on that lane. And Tinker actually in the end goes down towards the bottom lane.
And actually completes up Mantisar. Weaver completes Mantisar instead. I'm not quite sure if this choice is the correct one. Because if he's cheap, he can't do anything.
3 of him though will actually help out in the team fights at least.
That is true.
Especially if he gets himself caught in trouble.
Arnie, no goal to buy back though. He just wants to increase his DPS a little bit.
He definitely has done that.
And lines actually drawn on the dire neutrals as well.
What party do you want to take? Well, here's 3 options. EHOME still actually farming up the lizards again.
Doing it really like the 2 core heroes, Tinker as well as Weaver.
Really surprised that Tinker not moving between the lanes, but he's only not moving between the lanes when the wave is actually over the river. He does not trust anything over his river. The river is what divides these 2 teams, and you never cross it without support or any form of intel.
Moscow 5, they currently still have a 12 kill advantage, but currently looks like they're losing a little bit control of the game. Lich, what the hell? How does he get the goal for this?
Alright, so we've got Meth, Pipe and Sheepstick for Santa.
And now Moscow 5, they want to push this in. They can't do so because Weaver could probably be permanently disabled. Actually looking at the gold he currently has, got not enough gold for buyback.
Moscow 5 might try this because the reason why Santa can do it is because he's got 154 creep stats, but he's got 8 kills and 1 death. That's where his money's coming from.
Yeah, he's still farming out. He needs enough gold to actually manage to do the buyback.
Weaver, don't get caught out. The Moscow 5 side.
They probably know that Weaver will be farming this camp once again.
The water's there, but actually they're going to rotate down towards the secret shop. Moscow 5 just drawing the line. You hear that? That's the line we do not cross. AA doesn't stand for that. Wants to cross it. No, he doesn't. Down towards bottom lane. Check that bottom lane out. Siege creep on it. Tinker can actually try and push that himself. In fact, he should be trying to push that right now.
Yeah, Ulti actually flying down to help out.
Almost like it's time for the big man.
Could be the case, but top lane currently also pushing in a little bit. Moscow 5 just going around the secret shop area. And all 5 heroes for EHOME are back at base.
Interesting actually see the Veil of Discord. Apparition, first time I've actually seen that icon. DotA2.
And TP actually coming in on top lane. Axe is there. Axe is pushing in.
And there's no siege creep, but there's 2 of them actually coming in behind. He's actually picked this timing perfectly to push through the top, or at least to damage up the creep wave so it can push through the top.
They still fear Moscow 5's gank, but the Moscow 5 are actually showing themselves on mid lane.
Weaver has enough money for buyback now.
He does indeed, and the 2 siege creep being a lot of damage on the TP tower on bottom lane. Moscow 5, they have to fall back, and they will fall back.
There's too much there. EHOME, more space, and still, while all this is happening, with Team Moscow 5 searching for a gank, Weaver has not stopped farming. He has never stopped farming.
There's really farming non-stop there. 323 creeps.
Huge, man. Absolutely huge.
Not the fastest farmer, but immense farm.
120 creeps more than G, the biggest hero for Moscow 5. It's a lot of money coming into one Weaver.
And also see it in the amount of difference in gold earned.
Thinking about
once again.
The thought for Roche. They drew on the mini-map for it.
They did, but it's just waiting for EHOME, waiting for PLC to power, then he becomes unstoppable. And it currently looks like they are pushing out top lane.
Yeah, this is interesting play by EHOME. It's interesting to see actually how EHOME would actually go with this. EHOME, I think all they want to do is just push the lanes for the moment. And when the lane gets close enough, then BT on top of it with X, maybe bring down a Rax and get yourself...
using his 2 mantle illusion to actually push it up top lane. Axe actually the only one who's there. He should be careful not to get caught out.
Oh, he'll be fine. He's just moving himself back a little bit further. He's still got his BKB if he does get in trouble.
But that blinking nation by Star might not be enough, and G can just jump on him. Two sheepsticks, don't forget that. It's hard disabled, they're coming up. And actually, M5 are starting to attack.
This is going to be an interesting play here. How's EHOME going to handle this situation?
They know what's going on? I don't think so.
There's a ward there. They know exactly what is going on. They know exactly what's happening. They know exactly where they're moving to. They're giving up, and EHOME able to fall back. Their vision
Radiant's
right now
top
is
tower
perfect
is
for this
under attack.
scenario. Perfect.
They've had this observer, but probably Moscow they have not realized it yet.
Moscow 5 had the same wards up, one up next to Secret Shop and one actually watching the mid lane. Santa's going out. Of course, top lane is X in trouble. The BKB has popped and TP's out. They can't stop it. AL just flies out uselessly.
Meanwhile, X could TP in there together with PLT. So even more farm coming for them.
3,500 gold now for PLT.
He's giving X the farm though. Probably X wants to get close to his Skies of Vice. He's got 3,000 in the bank. Ultimate Orb already up.
Really great to see 357 getting some farm. He needs his Blink Dagger up for EHOME. Really needs that up.
Moscow 5, 3 of them currently in the bot lane. Slaughter losing his effectiveness at the moment.
Sliders can't gank anything because there's nothing to gank. EHOME aren't wanting to initiate. They're waiting for Moscow 5 to initiate, and then they're going to jump.
EHOME are really playing it down very, very clever.
EHOME know that they can't initiate with what they've got. With what they've got, they can counter gank perfectly. The only initiate which they can do, they need to wait for, is Sand King. Sand King needs to actually get that Blink Dagger up, and then they can think about initiating. Until that point, everything is just counter ganking.
Chilling touch, I thought it's smoke popping up for Moscow 5. They're looking for a gank. Will they find somebody this time?
This is going to be so unnatural for Moscow 5. They're actually going to go for Roshan. Maybe.
Looks like it.
Maybe. X is pushing the top lane, so they can't do this for long.
But they're still going to go for it.
And Raw from FCB spots it happening. Actually helps out. Roshan really low on armor. With that amplified damage.
And EHOME there does not look like they want to go for
Radiant's
it.
middle tower
He's almost
is under
dead.
attack.
The time is close. The time is almost gone, and the time is not going to happen because
Roshan
EHOME
has
is not going to
fallen
stop
to the
this.
Radiant.
He now has Magus the Immortal.
He will have that 2 times life, but it's an even more difficult kill. But Tinker finishing up, finally finishing up Skies of Vice.
Yeah. So that's a double sheep stick after the rearm.
And he actually TP's in on bot lane, he should be careful. Weaver's pretty good. Weaver! What a play there. What a play. Ancient Apparition also flying in. Weaver's actually chasing it.
I think he wants G, or at least do a little bit of damage to it. G gets niggled by the Shuki. CM's TPing out. G's gone.
And 5, they really don't have confidence to fight this, although G still got ages.
And mid lane is pushed as well. Top lane, it's pushed. Everything is pushed on Moscow 5. Moscow 5, a team that love to move the map. They love to initiate. They can't because all the lanes are being pushed. They're being slowly choked down. And if they initiate on EHOME, they're going to get countered straight away by ES as well as SK. This is a horrible, horrible position for them. And the only thing they can do is wait it out and try and battle EHOME on the farm, which is almost next to impossible.
That is true, because Weaver, they just have a stronger late game there. And Kari looks at PLT, still firing at the Ancients. Taking out his goal, the count number 5.7k.
And check out the difference.
It's actually been going down, because both EHOME's clever play, the advantage of the Radiant's gone now.
This is looking very, very bleak for the Moscow 5 team. It's looking great for all the fans of China out there. EHOME is the last hope for China to win the $1 million. They're in the lower bracket as well, so they still have work to do.
The next one they will need to fight will be MY if they win this match, but they still have to overcome Moscow 5. Not a single Rex has fallen yet from either side.
A little bit of this is the lull. The time before the storm, man.
Harass completed on Weaver. Even more difficult to kill.
Oh, this is getting to the point where EHOME have possibly brought back a game which should have been Moscow 5's. This game should have been Moscow 5's with their start.
They have had an absolutely insane domination during the early game, as well as mid game.
Slaughter's trying to get to his heart. He's managed to get himself up a Reaver. G, I think he's still trying to get up now. He's actually put another Mystic Staff, looking for probably Sheevers.
They want to stop the DPS abilities of PLT's Weaver.
Crystal Maiden even buys Nogarak so she can live a little bit longer. Might go BKB so she can actually pop off her ulti. Santa in the meantime, he's got Mech, he's got Pipe as well as one plate mail. He's also got that sheep stick.
Seriously looking difficult for Moscow 5 at the moment. On the scoreboard it looks like they are owning by 27 to 15. And EHOME, they are the aggressor at the moment. Tinker also farming out 1.4k up on him.
I think we've actually got SK go for Assault Cure Us.
Do we?